Happy Friday! I'm a little bit on the early side today, so I hope some of you join in. If not, you guys can watch this later. I've kind of messed everything up. I forgot that it's my son's graduation for kindergarten today, and I thought it was an hour later, and it's not. So I wanted to show this bread because so many of you have been asking. Hi, everybody. Hi. I don't know, but we're gonna be school's out for summer here. So I wonder if you guys are out, but we are out for summer. Now on Fridays, I know I tell you I either show you a bread or I show you pizza. Hey, and today I'm actually gonna show you bread. So I'm gonna show you the German brown bread, and I'm about to take another loaf out in just a minute. This is just like the Cheesecake Factory brown bread that you get. Oh, and my kids are kind of awake, so you're kind of hear some kids in the background. I just pulled one out of the oven, and then I'll show you the one that I'm about to pull out. I put oats on it today because I want it to look exactly like the Cheesecake Factory bread, and it is so good. So I want to talk to you about it. I want to tell you a couple of tips. You guys have been waiting for this? Okay, great. This one I'm about to pull out of the oven, so I want to show you, because I'm not going to be able to show you when I do put it in the oven later. There's many different rises with this bread. That's the only thing. So I want to show you that if you put the oats on it, like the Cheesecake Factory bread, how to take it out so you don't lose the oats on top of it, okay? But if you love the Cheesecake Factory bread, I dare say I think this is better. Okay, so let me pull this out of the oven. Okay, I have made this, so this bread creates one loaf. I have made this into 2 mini loaves, and I have to tell you something. We are obsessed with mini loaves right now. I love the size of them. I think they're fabulous. So with this recipe, instead of making one big one, I made 2 minis. So let me just show you how I'm going to take this out. I've got my cooling rack here, like this. It's kind of hot. Okay, so I'm not gonna completely tip it over and flip it out on the cooling rack because you're gonna wanna keep the oats. The oats are not gonna stick on super amazing. So you're just gonna kind of peel it off and take it out nice like this. See, because I lost some like that. The other one, it's stuck better. So I'll show you the tip on how you want to dip it in the oil. That's going to keep it. But instead of flipping it over, try to just gently take it out. So look at my beautiful little mini loaf. Oh, and then you know it's done when the recipe tells you to tap on the bottom. And if it gives that hollow, you probably can't hear it, but if it gives a hollow sound, then it's done. This is insane bread, okay? So let me start making it, and then I'm gonna show you and tell you our tricks and tips, all right? I dare say I think this bread is better than the Cheesecake Factory, and that's really saying something. So we're gonna start it off with our water again. So I'm gonna get 3/4 cup of warm water, and I do it on my wrist. That gets the perfect water temperature. So let me do this just really fast. Okay, so we've got 3/4 cup of water, and when you become good with it, it just becomes second nature to you. I dare say, if you've never tried, hi guys, if you have never tried the Red Star yeast, change today. Don't make another pizza, another bread until you try this Red Star yeast, because I really do think it's a game changer. I think it saves everything. I don't know why. I really do think it's the best yeast, and I think so many of you are having better luck with switching to this yeast. How long do you cook the mini loaves? Also, do you cook them on the bottom rack? Yes, so I would cook them on the bottom or the second to the last bottom rack. And then they still took about 20 minutes in my oven. So just really watch it. if you, Drew, sorry, my baby is not used to this nap. He's not having his nap time yet. So we're trying to entertain. I've got little kids in the background. It's real life. Let me move him over. Hold on. I think he's sick of the sunshine. Okay. We're just gonna improvise today. You can get any other ideas where to find the yeast? You can find this on online and Amazon. Yes, somebody said Amazon. I was going to say Amazon. Okay, so we've got our warm water. Every oven is super different. You don't want to over bake anything. I'm trying to find my clean. I guess let me grab this. Okay, so you're gonna add 1 1/4. This is what I want to tell you about our breads. You will never find easier breads in your entire life. And I'm not exaggerating. I'm gonna get 1 teaspoon of sugar. My mom, so we're adding 1 teaspoon of sugar, and then we're just gonna gently fold the yeast like I always show you. But I'm not kidding, all of our breads are so easy and they appeal to any kind of cook. You can, and then I'm gonna put a lid just to trap the heat for a minute. If you are a well-experienced cook and baker, then fabulous. If you are not, these are for you. I'm telling you. This bread is so easy. I just think that breads and yeast and all of that is so intimidating, and it doesn't have to be. And I'm telling you, these are the easiest breads you will ever make in your life. The only thing about this bread is I'm gonna give you the 2 tricks that I have figured out that are gonna make it easy for you. And the only other thing is that it kind of has to rise, and that's the only difficult part or hard time part about it, okay? All right, so we've got our yeast going. So I want to explain something about the molasses. Molasses, there are many different brands out there, and we think the most mild brand is Grandma's. Grandma's molasses is the most mild we've ever tried. There are different ones out there. There are ones, I think it's called Black Track or something my mom was trying to tell me. That's one that she has. That's a very, very, very strong molasses. So if you want this bread to be exactly like the Cheesecake Factory, you're going just to add a little bit less of molasses, because a German brown bread is strong. That's a strong bread. If you really know German bread, it's got a strong taste to it. So German brown bread has a little bit of a stronger kick. But if you want it more like the cheesecake, then you're just going to add a little bit less, and you're going to make sure that your molasses is not so strong. So if you want the lighter molasses, make sure you get the Grandma's, okay? But if you like that flavor, and it is different and it's yummy, but if you want this straight cheesecake way, then don't add the full amount, okay? So I just am gonna add my Hershey's cocoa. So right now we're gonna add 2 teaspoons. I'll add the honey first. So we're gonna add 2 teaspoons of Clover honey. We love the Costco honey. It's such a fabulous price, and we love it. So you're gonna add 2 teaspoons of Clover honey, and this is while your yeast is growing and getting amazing over here. So let me try to move this down. So you're gonna add 2 teaspoons of Clover honey, just like this. Now we're gonna add 2 teaspoons, cocoa powder. So I'm just using the Hershey's cocoa powder, 2 teaspoons. Shh, honey, I'm really sorry. I've got my kids in this live today. I'm sorry. 2 teaspoons of this. Now, we only are using 100% kamut because it's amazing. That's why. And we don't talk about anything that we are not seriously obsessed with. And kamut is just upgrading everything. So on this recipe, it says 1.5 cups of all-purpose and 1/2 cup of whole wheat. So I am going to do the full amount of kamut, okay? But I'm going to do it a little bit under. Just, if you can see that, I'm not going to do a full cup. because kamut is way more dense, and it's almost like you're using a whole wheat, but you're not, but you just want to be careful with it. So you can always add, but you can't take away. Then we're going to add, I think it's 1.5 teaspoons, yes, 1.5 teaspoons of olive oil. Oh, I love our little Food Nanny spoon. It's all we use. Look, this one's our little Food Nanny spoon. If you've never seen it, it's a tablespoon, a teaspoon, a half a teaspoon, and a fourth a teaspoon in one. So enough of digging around the drawer, trying to find it. This is all right here in one. Then we're going to be adding our French salt. I'm just going to use the finishing salt today, but you can do the gray salt, and it's a half a teaspoon. Did I miss some things? My favorite molasses too, can't go wrong. Yeah, Grandma's is the best. It's the most mild of all of them, so that's gonna be great. Happy Friday to you. It's okay to have kids around. Oh, that's so nice. Well, they're definitely in the background today, and I'm really sorry. Where's C? Oh, where can we get kamut? Kamut is going to be sold by us. And I know I keep saying soon, but it really, 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 really is. I would give it another 2 months just on the safe side. But kamut is going to be sold by us, and we will have different pickup locations in Utah. You can come to my new house in Utah. You can go to the Food Nanny's house at times. So we'll be talking about that. There will be pickups in Utah. But if you are wanting, I had a lot of you email, just email Liz at thefoodnanny.com and write my mom, and she will, we don't have a ton of it, but you can buy some from us if you live in the state of Utah right now. It's unbelievable. It's unbelievable. It's going to change your life. You can get it on Amazon, yes, but we want to explain to you there's different kamuts, and we did not know exactly because it's a long, long story. We will do a live with my mom, but there are so many different kamuts, and some of you, unfortunately, are buying the wrong one. So don't buy it unless you ask us and we understand exactly how to do it, okay? Because I don't want you buying the wrong kamut. There is a difference, and it took my mom a minute to actually figure it out. A lot of them claim that they're the straight kamut. They're not. So I will have to tell you. I missed something. Are you moving? Yes, I'm moving back to Utah. It's just happening. It's super fast. And I just barely found a rental. So yes, I'm moving back. I'm going to be in Utah in July. Yes, if we totally have some, DM us and you can get some. That will be fun. Okay, so we have everything mixed in here like this. You're just going to kind of mix this around. And I'm making sure I have everything. Okay, so now on the molasses, I don't want the straight molasses taste. So I'm gonna have, okay, so a fourth a cup is 4 tablespoons. So if you wanted to add less, it would be 2 tablespoons, or you can just measure it out by eye, and I'm gonna add a half. So half of a fourth a cup is going to be 2 tablespoons. And my phone's ringing. But I don't think if you use the grandma's, it's too strong. I don't. I thought maybe it gave a little bit of an aftertaste, but I have been eating this all night and all morning, and I'm not kidding you guys. This bread is so good with toast. I made it for my brother and sister-in-law this morning, and we made it with toast, and I put butter on it, and I put an egg because that's sometimes what we like to eat for breakfast. It's really good. It's really good. You know, like at the cheesecake, you eat this before whatever meal. I mean, cheesecake's got like Thai food to Italian food to hamburgers and fries, and you know how you always scarf this down before? The recipe tells you, my mom says, serve with a hearty soup or bread. No, eat this with whatever because it's fabulous. I can't even believe how good this is. I have my 3-year-old that's had 3 slices of it this morning. It's delicious. It's delicious. Oh, thank you. Thank you, Emily. I'm super excited too. Okay, so I'm not adding the full amount of molasses, okay? But like I said, my brother loved it. My brother loved it. Just make sure you're being safe. Okay, so look at our yeast. It's fabulous. Okay, so we're just gonna dump this in. Easiest bread, everyone, easiest bread. All of these breads are easy. They're easy for you. This is not scary. This is amazing bread. I say amazing too much. Okay, so I kind of can't do it when I've got one arm. So we're just gonna mix this together. When it starts coming away from the bowl, the exact same rules that I always tell you, okay? So this has totally come together. See? This has totally come together. Look how easy. Okay, now you don't need this bread too much. You just want it to become smooth and come together. So you're just gonna put a little bit of flour out. It's so hard to do everything in this tiny little camera view. Okay, so I'm just gonna kind of knead it a little bit because I want it smooth and I want it to come together, okay? And the way that we've showed how to knead, if you can even see this, because a lot of people don't know how to knead. You take a corner and you fold it, push and turn. Take a corner, push and turn. And then when you become fast, that's how you do it. So we're just creating this, we're making it nice and smooth, okay? So you're forming it into a ball at this point. Look how smooth and amazing. So we're putting it to a ball like this, okay? So I'm gonna just speed this process up for camera, and I really do have to go. I really do have to go. So at this point, sorry this was so fast, but at this point, you would just get the bowl that you were already using, put a little bit of olive oil down, spread it around the bowl, okay? And I don't know why, but we always, well, I do know why, because if anything sticks to the top, just take your bread, dip the top of it in oil, and then flip it over, and then you're gonna let this rise until it doubles. And I think this is for an hour. Is this for an hour? Yes. So you let this rise for 1 hour, okay? So after, shh, honey. Okay, so after it's been rising for an hour, then this is what you would do. It's gonna be bigger than this. It's already rising if you can see it. Okay, so I'm gonna take my dough scraper. I'm gonna cut it into half. And this is where I love my kitchen scale, because I like to get the exact amount of loaves. That's just me. I like to, see if it's, I do this for cakes, everything. I think there's a serious key to this. And I love this OXO brand. I think this is fabulous. Okay, so you would just turn it on. Okay. Honey, could you give him a toy? Okay, now we're gonna measure it out. Okay, so this has a little bit more. Here, okay, I'm sorry, hold on. Okay, we're gonna have to be done in a minute. I'm really, really sorry. Okay, so you're just gonna take your bread, and all of the breads, you're almost folding it in like a baguette. You're just kind of rolling it in the middle, folding it in the middle, and you're just making it into a nice little bread loaf, like this, okay? Like this. So then you would take your mini loaf pan. It's okay. I love these minis. The reason I said we're obsessed with it is because we love the size. I love it for like even sandwich bread. I don't know, I love the minis. I've got to tell you, I think it's the perfect portion size. You can have like 2 of them. I don't know. I don't know why lately, but we're obsessed. We're sick of having this massive piece of bread. I love the minis. You've got to start doing it. We create it with our zucchini bread. I've done it with our banana bread. I don't know. I just love it. So you would form this into a cute little bread loaf, okay? And then you would dip it again after you sprayed the pan in there. And if you want to put the oats like the Cheesecake Factory, this doesn't tell you to do that, but if you want to, then you would sprinkle the loaves on top, okay? So you're just gonna kind of take the other loaf And you're just gonna fold it in. You're just gonna fold it in and just kind of pat it. Make a beautiful mini little loaf. It doesn't have to be perfect. It's as easy as that. Okay? And you do that for the white bread, all of it. Then you just spray it again, and I'm just gonna tap it in the oil. Okay, get that for him. I am so sorry. This is crazy. And like this. Then you let it rise again for 30 minutes, and then you bake it off. And that's it. It's amazing. So let's cut into it. So my only tricks is be careful with your molasses. If you don't like that strong flavor, make sure you're getting a good molasses because this is a German brown bread. Like I said, it's got a little more of a taste. German brown bread does. But if you want it more like the cheesecake, add less. Serve this with anything. Look. You guys, look. You need this in your life. I've already had 5,000 pieces. And is there anything better than bread and butter? I don't know if there's anything better. Look how the butter is just melting. It's soft. It's amazing. See how simple? I'm not kidding, I can't stop. Okay. Random, but could you see the Thunderbirds from where you are at? They came early. I didn't see him, but my brother did. My brother got to experience all of that, but I never saw him. I'm so sad. My dad was an airline pilot, so our family is so obsessed with airplanes. It's not even funny because every time I see an airplane or hear one, I definitely think of my dad, but I missed it. Kids are no problem. I'm sorry. Thank you. It's a nut show today. You know, sometimes you get a nut show. I don't know. I'm a mom of 4 young kids, so I have to seriously go. Anyways, this is fabulous. Does anybody have any questions? If not, we're done.
Mom?
I wish I could literally put this through the camera. It's to die for. And you know what else is so cute about mini loaves? Who wouldn't want this dropped off to them? You know? Like a nice friend, and you drop it off and you're like, look at my delicious bread. I'm not kidding you guys. This bread. I have to tell you something. There are so many recipes and so many breads. You know how you get in the routine of just making the same stuff? I have not made this bread for a while, and I am now dying over it again. It's like you get reintroduced to it. I'm going to be addicted to this. I don't know how many times I'm going to make this. I can't even get over how good it is. Serve this at your delicious, yummy dinner. Okay. Oh, the best show. My dad was a pilot too. He was? Oh, we're connected then. You understand the love. Okay. I love you guys. I hope you learned something. This bread is so insanely fabulous and so easy. Just make sure to never over add too much flour. It's the number one problem when people make bread. You make it way too hard and dense. See how soft? See this? But it's kind of got the hard outside. Anyways, you should do a recipe with one of your kids. That would be fun. I have a 2 and a 3-year-old, and it would be fun to be in the kitchen. Yeah, we will definitely do that. The one fun thing about me moving back to Utah to be by family is it's going to be really fun. Like, our Instagram is going to be even better, okay? It's going to be better because it's going to be fun. I'll be showing me luncheon and eating with my sister and my kids and my sisters. So yeah, I'll have a kid come in too. I promise our Instagram's even going to be better. It's going to be way fun because I haven't been my family. So I feel like my mom's had to fly out here and I'm kind of by myself. So it's going to make it even better. Just wait. Okay, I'll make something with the kids. All right, I love you. Keep cooking. Your family is worth it. I will definitely try to show you something this weekend. I know sometimes I go MIA, but I'll definitely try to show you something. But love you guys. Make the bread. Hope you're having pizza, even if you're making it or going out for it. Love you. Make the German brown bread. You guys saw how easy and delicious. Love you guys. Oh.